Hey everybody, I'm Coach Brick, and I'm here to make you into a lean, mean building machine. We're going to take it step by step and put together the coolest LEGO sets out there so that you will have the tools and tricks you need to build whatever crazy thing you can imagine.
Hey guys, today we're starting LEGO City Heavy Cargo Transport, set number 60183. This is part 1, bag 1. Getting ready. Alright guys, today we're starting this heavy cargo transport. This will be pretty cool. It's got this nice semi-truck here with a trailer and a little helicopter on there. There's lots going on. I'm going to bust this open real quick and we'll take a look at the inside. So, in here it looks like we have 4 boxes. Instructions. So there's 2 different instruction booklets. We have decals, and we have this large weight. So let's start out with bag 1. Get this sorted out, and we can get going. Okay guys, we're all sorted out. I just want to show you real quick what I'm using. One of these like bead sorter trays works really well for sorting out pieces. Keeps everything organized. So pro tip, get yourself one of these if you're going to do bigger sets. It really helps out. Right. Now, we're going to start out with our minifigure. Looks like we have a little green plaid shirt on the torso here. And some green legs. Let me zoom in real quick. And let's see, you guys know how this works. Put the legs on, head goes on here, and then there's a hat with the hair connected. Goes on right there, and our little trucker girl. Alright, so let's open up booklet number 1. It has the picture of just the semi-truck on the front. And we're going to go to step number 1. I guess we already did the part with the minifigure, so just skip that page. And to start out, we want to grab a brown 2x6 plate. So just like that. Brown 2x6. Then on to step 2. There's a light gray 2x2 plate that has this little 2-prong piece there. It looks like it's going to have a pin that goes in to secure something on there. That is going to go into one of the ends here, so it's completely overlapping, and those prongs are sticking out the end. Now we'll go on to page 3. Or page 6, step 3, sorry. There are these 2 black pieces. They're like axles. So it's like a 2x4 plate with these 2 blocks with the little clip coming out the side. Those are going to go on the underneath side of this brown plate. One on each side, okay? So one's going to go directly underneath that light gray piece, and the other one's going to go on the other side. Alright, step 4. Grab this long black plate. It's a 2x12, I believe. Yeah, 2x12. So this is going to go on top of this brown plate, and it's going to go right up against that light gray piece, like that, and extend out here on the end. Now, in page 5, we want to grab another axle, so these black axle pieces, and in the call-out box we see that we need to put this tan 2x4 right here on the bottom side, on the inside of that axle piece, okay? Put that in there, and this is going to go in the bottom here on the very end of that black plate that's extending out there. Okay, so this is making the frame of our truck, I believe. Then we'll go to step 6. We'll get one of these red 1x4 plates. And this is going to go across this very first row of studs. Okay, it's going to secure the axle to that light gray piece. And then in step 7, we need 2 of these light gray pieces. They are going to be a 2x7, 2x14. 7, 7, 14. So these are going to go side by side up against this red piece. And they're going to go all the way along back here, covering up the tops of those axles, all the way to the back. So squeeze this all the way along here and make sure you get it all squeezed into place. And then we'll go to step 8. Okay, step 8, we need this dark gray, this little divider piece. It's like a gray 1x2 tile with a little back divider thing there. So that is going to go right here on the top of this red piece, so that the divider piece is on the outside, right where that kind of hitch looking piece is going to go. And then in step 9, we're going to grab 2 of these dark gray fender pieces. Okay, so they have this half circle kind of fender arch, and they're going to go right side by side on either side of that divider piece like that. They're going to hang out quite a bit like that, you know, whole block's width off either side. And then we need 2 more divider pieces in dark gray, and they're going to go right here on either side, right next to those fender pieces. Now step 10, let's see, step 10, we need 2 of these brown 1x2 blocks, and they're going to go, actually first we're going to get 2 more of these fenders, and we're going to put them on the outside, right, on those 2 next studs after the divider pieces, and then these brown blocks go right after that, okay? Then in step 11, we want to grab these 2 funny looking pieces. It has 2 studs on that side, but the bottom footprint, the anti-stud, is a 2x2, and it's kind of this curved tile piece like that. These are going to go to where the studs are on the outside. They're going to go nose to nose like that, and then press those into place. And then we need the other 2 of these brown blocks. I'm going to go next in line here. And then we can move on to step 12. Now, in step 12, there's a call-out box. We are going to start with this black piece like this. It has a 1x2 on the top, and then hanging off the side is a 2x4 plate. And we want to get 2 more of these little guys. Or actually just 1, sorry. One of these is going to go right here on the right-hand side. And then we're also going to get these 2 light gray pieces. They're kind of like that dividing piece that we had in dark gray, but they have little sides on them, so they kind of look like a little sofa. So get these 2 little sofas, and you're going to put them one on top of the other right here, and you're going to have it. Okay, so stick them onto this black 2x4 plate so that the opening is towards the top, like that, on both of them. So it's going to make this little step thing, okay? A little ladder. And then this is going to go right here on top of this guy, okay? So that black 1x2 is going to clip right into there. And make sure that there's these 2 fenders, right? And then there's this dark gray piece, and then we have the light gray pieces. Now, in step 13, we're going to do the same thing for the opposite side. Grab another one of these black pieces, and another one of these little gray guys, and 2 more of the little light gray couches. This time, the difference is that you're going to put this guy on the left, and these guys on the right. So that when you put it on here, on this side, it's the mirror image of that, okay? Except, wait, did I put these on upside down? I think I put these ones on upside down, okay? So, just make sure those are facing up. Okay? Both sides. So the open spot on these light gray pieces should be upwards. Alright, now step 14. We need to get 2 more of the fender pieces in dark gray, and we're going to put them just over those axles. The last set of axles. And then grab this red piece. It's a 1x4 block with side-facing studs off of the longer side. That's going to go right here across the back of this piece. I guess it's actually the front, because it's going to be the front wheels. So that will hold the bumper on or something like that. Then on to step 15, where we're going to grab one of these big red plates. Let's see, this is 6x8. And it's going to go right here over the front. Excuse me. Okay, right here over the front, lined up with this other red piece. Press that on. Make sure you press on all the sides so that it's nice and secure on there. Alright, now in step 16, you want to grab this other 6x8, And you want to grab the black piece. I believe it's a 1x6. Yeah, 1x6. We're going to put that across that 6 stud side. And then onto step 17. Grab another one of these black 1x6s, and we're going to put decal number 5 on here. Decal number 5 says special transport. It's this big letter block. Okay, special transport. So I'm just lightly holding on the sides. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to do this upside down, but I hope you guys still get it. I'm going to hold this up. I'm not going to touch it on yet, but I'm just going to look at what kind of spacing I have on the top and bottom compared to the sides of the block. And whatever that spacing is what I'm going to leave on the end here, okay? So then when I get that lined up, I'm just going to touch this side down to hold it, and then I can pull a little bit of tension across and make sure that my sides are lining up, lay that down, and then swipe it on. And that should be pretty much centered with our block, okay? Now that is going to go onto, let's see, it's going to face away from us, okay? Across that 8 stud side, okay? Flip it on there so that the wording is on the outside. And then we'll go to step 18. In step 18, we want our yellow 1x4 tile. That's going to go nestled into this little corner right there. It's kind of tricky. You might have to really get some leverage into that corner. Then we also need this light gray 2x2 tile with the offset stud in it. And that's going to go lined up. It's centered with the red plate, but right up against that yellow tile. Alright? And then step 19, we're going to get another one of those 1x6s, and we're going to put our other decal number 5. Okay? Same thing as before. Hold onto it lightly. Let me zoom in a little bit more. See a little bit more detail how I do this. Okay. Oops. It's kind of tricky. Alright, there we go. So, then I am going to put this on the other side so the text is facing outwards, and then go on to step 20 where we're going to get these two little black single square studs with not washing machines because they don't have the cutout part on the side. They just have a stud not on the top. So put those on the end like that. And then in step 21, we need this yellow piece. So we're going to get this yellow piece. It's a 1x4 yellow tile, and it also has this side divider, this long 4 stud wide divider. And on this outside face, we're going to put decal number 3. So decal number 3 is like, I guess it's a license plate. It has this little like caution tape on the sides, and then this number in the middle. PN60183. So I'm going to do the same thing. There's a little bit more of a gap on this piece than there is on the other. Oh, and you know what? That same trick is not going to work. So what we're going to want to do is, I think it's going to line up with the very edge of that yellow piece. So that, no, that's not the same either. So, oops. That was good. See if I can get this off without ruining the sticker. Ooh, that's not usually a good sign. Oh, come on. Here's our... back to this. So there is a tiny bit of a gap on the side. It's not as much as the gap that goes on the top and the bottom. So this one's a little tricky that way. But if you look at it there, look at the sides getting it off. But there's significantly more of a gap on the top and bottom than there is on the sides. Probably about double. But then you're going to take this and you're going to put this right there to complete this square. So the sticker's facing outwards. Then we'll go to step 22. Alright, in step 22, we need 3 of these 1x4 blocks in black. We're going to make a little U shape off the back, put one in the center there, and these are going to overlap those corners to lock those in place, like that. And then in 23, we have these 1x4 long slopes in black. Those are going to go right in line, covering up the rest of those black blocks and clamping that small block with the side-facing stud into place. And then in step 24, we're going to grab 2 of these single stud circular transparent red tiles, and we're going to put those on those front-facing studs like that. Those are going to be like little signal lights. And then in 25, we can bring this over, and this is going to go right here across this whole thing. So this edge is going to line up with this other red plate, okay? Just go in there. It's actually going to hang off the back. 1 row of studs, anti-studs is going to hang off the back there. But it's going to clip on just like that, okay? And make sure that this is the side, it's over the side with 2 axles, okay? Because this is the bed of the truck. And we are going to take a break. So join me next time, guys, for part 2. This is actually bag 2 also. So thanks for joining. Please give us a like and subscribe, and we'll see you next time.